Hi there, welcome to our August routine from our yoga for runners and cyclists class. This today is all working around the hips. There's a few other little bits that come involved as well, but essentially we're trying to release through the hips today. So, as always, just a little bit of space or some floor to work on is all that you need. We start off on our back and we'll lie out completely flat. Bring the legs up into a tabletop position, knees above the hips, knees at 90 degrees, so the shins are parallel to the floor. Take your arms out wide, and we're keeping our knees and ankles locked together, we're not separating them at all. We're going to roll them over to the left hand side. See, those knees will still stay together, we've not let that top knee roll back. It's staying out over on top of the hip, on top of the left knee. Now the hips are rolling with these legs. The lower back is rolling, and you might find that your upper back wants to follow it as well, so that means your right shoulder is going to lift. So that's okay to start with. Essentially, you want to make sure that the knees stay together. That said, your next job is to try and bring that right shoulder down. So you're going to be looking over to the right hand side, reaching the right arm out to the side also, and actively trying to get that shoulder back down without letting the knees separate. Fab. Okay, so when we're ready to release from here, we're going to bring the knees back up to centre. And then we shall bring ourselves up to seated. Our next move is going to work on the inner thighs only. So we're going to come up tall and push the soles of your feet together. So we'll stand up nice and tall, allowing the knees to drop out to the side. And you're going to place the hands on the feet and just use that bind just to slowly pitch you forwards. So the spine is staying long and straight here. We're not going to let it collapse forward this time, staying nice and long. Neck is staying in line, so you're not tilting your head back, you're not looking down at the floor. Just to encourage you to keep that spine straight. And then as always, release when you're ready. So that's trying to release through the inner thighs. And one final one now is going to be working through the outer thigh, into the outside of the hip again. And what we're going to do this time is we start off on all fours. We're going to bring your right knee forwards, but immediately tuck it underneath the left hip. We're going to try and slide the left leg back a little bit more. And then we roll onto your right hip. Okay, so we've brought the knee forwards, we've slid the left leg back out of the way, and now we're rolling onto our right side. We're going to take your right leg and push it out over to the left side. This is my right leg coming out to you guys on my left. We're then going to lower down onto our forearms and start to roll over that thigh. We want to try to bring essentially your tummy as close to the floor as we can. Not that it doesn't quite get there, but it's that rotation movement we're looking to try and get. Whilst we're here, it's important we make sure that that right leg stays nice and high. It'll want to drop down towards the left, but don't let it happen. If it helps you, keep hold of that leg, hold it up there. And then when we're ready, we push back up. You're rolling onto that right side to help bring you up to seated. So as always, you guys are going to go through the opposite sides and all of those. You can spend as long as you need in them. Just listen to the body, look to get just a nice gentle stretch out of each of them, and then move on to the next. Thank you very much as always, and I shall see you next month.